one square you need 4 different colors of wool and a crochet hook. I have this here in 2 different kinds of colorways. This is what one square looks like. And here's a close-up when they have been put together. I crochet 2 squares together on the last row. Here, here, and then when you have 4, they are together like this here. We start in the middle by making these raised clusters. They sort of high up from that. You start by chaining 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you join them into a ring using a slip stitch. Just a very ordinary start. Then we make 4 double crochets into the ring to make the first cluster. And here in the start of the row, first chain 3 instead of the first double crochet. And that's double crochet in the American sense. Treble in the British sense. So that was 1. Then double crochet. And leave the end of the yarn into the stitches, so you don't need to weave it in separately. So that's 4. Then stretch the stitch a tiny bit, take the hook off, insert it into the start of these double crochets, and insert the hook into the stitch you had just left. Pull them together and pull yarn through. So this closes it into a sort of a raised cluster. Then chain 4, and then you do the same again. So 4 double crochets. Hook off, insert into the first one, hook back into the stitch and yarn through both. So now I've got 2. And then you do the same twice more. First chain 4 and then the clusters. Here I have them done, and then I finish the first row with a slip stitch into the start of the row. And then cut the yarn. Then you need another color, and we'll do this here, dark purple. Hook through the space in the previous row and then pull this through. I normally take both ends of the yarn at this point for 1 stitch, so it stays together better, and then leave the tail. I tighten this a bit. So I have chained 1 and I chain 2 more. Then a double crochet into the same place. Chain 1 and a double crochet again. Then you chain 4 and again into this here, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. And like this to the end of the row. So chain 4 and then these. The changing of the row now comes in here in the middle of the corner. So for that reason, when you come towards the end of this row, you need to chain 2 and finish off the row with the double crochet into the start of the row, like this here. Don't know if this is a technique that you have used before, but it's very handy. So again, cut the yarn, and then we continue here in the orange, groups of 4 double crochets and chaining 3 in the corners. I start a new color through there, and chain 2 more. So this counts for the first double crochet, and then I chain make 3 more double crochets. Then chain 1 and jump to the next corner. And here you make 4 double crochets, chain 3 for the corner, and then 4 more double crochets into the same corner. There. And then chain 1 and again 4 double crochets, chain 3 and 4 double crochets right round. That's that right round. And then again you need to do the corner. This time chain 1 and half double crochet into here. So after you insert the hook, you pull the yarn through, and then you pull it through all of these at once. There. And then again cut the yarn. Next we'll do this here purple or whatever color it is, starting at the corner. There's 1 chain stitch between these double crochets, and then there's a bit longer chain that attaches here. So again I change color and bring that through here. First chain 1 using both strands, and then chain 2 more, tighten a bit, and then a double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet into the same place. Then you chain 4, 1, 2, 4, and use a slip stitch to attach it in the middle of the row here. So just pull that through and chain 4, and then a double crochet, three double crochets with a chain stitch in between. Like that, and then you chain 3 for the corner and continue just the same. So groups of 3 double crochets with 1 chain stitch in between, and chain 4 attaching in here. So that's it, and again chain 1 and half double crochet into the end of the row. And cut yarn. Now we just have 1 more row to go. It's the last one, the yellow one, and I'm actually going to attach this new one into this on the last row. If you're just making a single one, then of course you don't attach it to anything. So start again on a new color. And chain 2 more after joining that. Then 1 double crochet. Chain 1 and make a double crochet in between the 2 double crochets on the previous row. So it looks like that it's not on top of it but in between. And again chain 1 and another double crochet here into the gap between the 2 on the previous row. And then you do the same as in the previous row, chain 4 and attach it with a slip stitch here in the middle. Like that. And then the next corner goes the same. Chain 4, double crochet into the gap, chain 1, double crochet there, chain 1 and into the corner 2 double crochets, and then into the corner you chain 3, and then you start the same here. I'll go to the next corner just the same way, but then I'll start attaching this square to another one. So here I do the 2 double crochets and then just the same as in the beginning of the row. So now I am in the next corner and I chain 1 and then I'll attach this to another square. It's here, and I set these with the wrong sides facing and insert the hook here and make a slip stitch so that it attaches the other one, and then chain 1 and continue this one that isn't finished, 2 double crochets, and then chain 1 and get the same place in the other square like that there, and a slip stitch there. And then I just continue this one until I come to the other corner. Just normally. And now chain 1 and then attach it to the other one. So while just checking that I'm at the same spot. There. And then 2 double crochets. Chain 1 and a slip stitch into the corner like that, and now these 2 have been joined, and then I just finish off the last side of this here. Here we go, and then at the end just chain 3 and again finish off the row, and here we are.